Hey friends, my name is Mike and I'm really glad you're here with me. Welcome back to English Unlocked. Let me start with a real question. Can you understand English pretty well, but when it is your turn to speak, your head suddenly feels empty and no words come out? You know what you want to say, but your mouth just does not cooperate. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. I see this problem all the time. A lot of English learners understand much more than they think. They can watch movies in English without much trouble. They can follow podcasts and videos. They can understand what people are saying. But when they try to speak, everything stops. So why does this happen? In this episode, I want to talk about that exact problem. I am also going to share 6 simple and practical tips that can help you start speaking English more often and with more confidence. Like always, I will speak slowly and clearly. You can use this episode for shadowing. You can listen to me, repeat after me, and try to copy my words, my rhythm, and my voice. My goal is to help you train your listening and your speaking at the same time. Alright, let us get started. First, I want to explain something very important. Understanding English and speaking English are not the same skill. Many learners tell me, I understand almost everything but I cannot speak. This is extremely common and there is a clear reason for it. When you understand English, you are mostly passive. That means you sit down, you listen, or you read. Your brain is receiving information. You do not need to react. You do not need to create anything. You just need to recognize the meaning. Speaking is completely different. When you speak English, you are active. Your brain has to work much harder. You have to think of the right words. You have to put your ideas in order. You have to build sentences. You have to pronounce the sounds correctly. And you have to do all of this quickly, in real time, while another person is waiting for you. That is not easy. Honestly, it is challenging even for advanced learners. But here is the truth that most people do not like to hear. Most learners do not really practice speaking. They study grammar rules. They do listening exercises. They watch movies and series. They write messages and short texts in English. All of that is useful, yes. But none of it will make you a speaker if you do not actually use your voice. Speaking is a physical skill just like cooking, swimming, or dancing. You do not learn those things by watching videos only. You learn them by doing them again and again. The same rule applies to English. Thinking is not enough. Watching is not enough. You have to speak. That is exactly what we are going to focus on today. I want to help you speak more, feel more relaxed, and feel more confident when English comes out of your mouth. So now let me share the first tip. Tip number 1. Do not wait for perfect grammar. This point is extremely important. Many learners stay silent because they are waiting for the perfect moment. They tell themselves, I will start speaking when my grammar is perfect. I need to study more first. I do not want to make mistakes. But the truth is simple. You do not need perfect grammar to speak English. You only need to be clear enough for people to understand you. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are part of the process. Speaking comes first. Perfection comes later. What really matters is this simple question. Can the other person understand you? If the answer is yes, then your English is doing its job. Let me give you a clear example. I say, yesterday I go to the park. Is that perfect grammar? No, it is not. But do you understand what I mean? Of course you do. You know exactly what I am saying. And that is what truly matters in real communication. Think about how children learn to speak. They do not study grammar books. They do not learn rules first. A child does not say, "I would like some juice, please." A child says, "Me want juice." Or "me like this." The grammar is not correct, but everyone understands them. And over time, without fear, without stress, they slowly get better. You can learn English the same way. Making mistakes is not a bad thing. Making mistakes is actually a good sign. It means you are trying. It means you are learning. It means you are using English in real life, not just inside your head. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes every single day. They say the wrong tense. They mix words. They change sentences in the middle. And nobody cares. So please do not be afraid. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait until your grammar feels perfect, because that moment will never come. Start speaking now with the grammar you already have. Use simple words. Use short sentences. Say what you want to say. Your grammar will improve naturally with time. But the most important thing is that you will already be speaking. And that is powerful. So remember this sentence, and I want you to really feel it. Fluent with mistakes is better than silent with perfect grammar. Let me say it again. Fluent with mistakes is better than silent with perfect grammar. Speak first. Fix things later. You can do this. Now let me move on to the next idea. Tip number 2. Learn chunks, not single words. This is a big one, my friend. And honestly, it can completely change the way you learn English. Do not study English one word at a time. Instead, learn chunks. So what are chunks? Chunks are short groups of words that people use together again and again in real life. They are not single words. They are ready-made phrases. For example, you might learn the word busy. But in real conversations, people do not just say busy. They say things like, "I am a bit busy right now." Or they say, "Sorry, I have got a lot on my plate." Or "I am swamped today. Let us talk later." Each of these is a chunk. It is a full piece of language that you can use right away. When you learn chunks, something amazing happens. You do not have to build sentences from zero every time. You do not have to stop and think, "How do I say this in English?" The phrase is already in your brain, ready to come out of your mouth. Chunks are like building blocks. You grab one and use it in real life. Think about phrases like, "Can I help you?" "I'm not sure." "That sounds great." "What do you mean?" This is real English. This is how people actually speak. When you use chunks like these, you sound more natural. You sound more confident. And speaking becomes much easier. So the question is, how do you learn chunks in a simple way? When you listen to real English, that is where chunks come from. I am talking about podcasts, television shows, movies, interviews, or even short videos online. Pay close attention to the phrases people repeat again and again. Do not focus on single words. Focus on full expressions. When you hear something useful, write it down exactly as you hear it. For example, "I will get back to you." It depends on the situation. That is a good question. Then say those phrases out loud. Repeat them slowly. Repeat them again. Practice them until they feel comfortable in your mouth. After that, start using them in your own speech. You can even record your voice on your phone and listen back. This helps you notice your pronunciation and your rhythm. Every time you hear a new phrase, ask yourself one simple question. Can I actually use this in my life? Could I say this at work? At a cafe? With a friend? If the answer is yes, then keep it. Learn it, use it, make it part of your English. So remember this idea. Do not build your English word by word. Build it chunk by chunk. Now let me move on to the next tip. Tip number 3, talk to yourself. This tip sounds simple, but it is extremely powerful. If you want to speak English well, you need to speak English every single day. But I know the problem. Many learners tell me, Mike, I have no one to talk to. I do not live in an English-speaking country. I do not know any native speakers. I understand you, my friend. And here is the good news. You do not need a partner. You do not need a teacher. You do not even need a friend. You can speak to yourself. Yes, I mean it. Talk to yourself in English. I know it might sound a little strange at first, but trust me, this method works, and it works very well. Speaking to yourself is one of the best ways to practice English. Why? Because you can do it anytime and anywhere. At home, in your car, while you are walking, while you are cooking, even in the shower. There is no schedule and no pressure. It is just you and your voice. So what should you talk about? You can describe what you are doing right now. I am making coffee. It is raining outside. I need to charge my phone. Now I am opening the window. You can talk about your day. I feel tired today. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. I want to go for a walk later. You can ask yourself questions. What do I want for dinner? Why is this important to me? How can I learn faster? You can even act out short conversations by yourself. Hello, how can I help you today? Yes, I would like a coffee, please. Sure, anything else? No, thank you. You play both roles. You practice real-life situations in your own safe space. Now, why is this so helpful? Because when you speak to yourself, you train your brain to find words faster. You build fluency without stress. You slowly learn to think in English. It is like going to the gym, but for your brain and your mouth. Every time you speak out loud, you are exercising your English. And the best part is this: no one is watching. No one is listening. No one is judging you. You can make mistakes. You can stop. You can repeat the same sentence 10 times if you want. If you speak to yourself every day, your brain will begin to think in English naturally. You will stop translating in your head. And when it is time to speak with other people, you will feel much more ready and confident. You will start to feel more confident and little by little more fluent too. Now let me move on to tip number 4. Use artificial intelligence. This tip is extremely important and very practical. When I say artificial intelligence, I mean tools like Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer, Copilot, or Pi, the personal artificial intelligence assistant. These tools are incredible for language practice. You can ask them questions. You can have full conversations. You can speak or type and practice every single day. The best part is that artificial intelligence never gets tired. It is always available and it never judges you for making mistakes. People often ask me which artificial intelligence tools are best for practicing speaking. I will tell you what I personally like. My favorite one is Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. You can type or speak to it. It can correct your sentences. It can help you practice dialogues and everyday conversations. Another great option is Pi, the personal artificial intelligence assistant. You can talk to it and it answers you with a calm, friendly voice. Feels very natural. There is also Copilot, which allows you to speak and listen in real time, almost like you are talking to a real person. So how can you use artificial intelligence in a simple way? Start with an easy conversation. You can say something like, "Hi, I am learning English. Can we talk?" Or, "Let us practice a short conversation in a cafe." Then you speak or type your message. The artificial intelligence will answer you. You reply again and the conversation keeps going. It is a safe place to practice. There is no stress and no pressure. It is just practice. You can also ask things like, "Please correct my English," or, "Can you speak slowly and simply with me?" The artificial intelligence will help you. It will repeat sentences. It will explain words. And you will learn while you are speaking, not just while you are studying. So why is this so helpful? Because you are not only learning about English. You are using English. You are practicing real conversations. You are training your brain to think in English. And you are building your fluency step by step, day by day. Now let me share the next idea. Tip number 5. Use the 4-3-2 technique. This is a very powerful method. It is simple, but it can improve your fluency very fast. Let me explain how it works. First, choose a short topic. Could be a story you heard. Could be a podcast episode you listened to. Or it could be something that happened in your own day. Now here is the technique. First, talk about the topic for 4 minutes. Speak slowly. Tell the full story. Add details. Do not rush. Then take a short break. After that, talk about the same topic again, but this time for 3 minutes. Now you need to speak a little faster. You will say the same ideas, but you must organize your thoughts better. Finally, speak about the topic one more time, but only for 2 minutes. Now there is no time for long pauses. You already know the story. The words are already in your head. This time your speech becomes smoother and more natural. This technique works because each time you repeat the story, your English becomes more automatic. You do not stop to think as much. You already know the vocabulary. You already know the sentence structures. And that allows you to speak faster and with more confidence. So let me break it down clearly one more time. Step 1. Speak for 4 minutes, slowly and with lots of detail. One sentence, many lives, and the real meaning of fluency. Now I want to talk more about the last technique because this one builds true flexibility in your English. I call it the one-sentence method. Here is the idea. You take one very simple sentence and you stretch it. You bend it. You play with it. You turn it into many different sentences. This exercise is not about memorizing grammar rules. It is about teaching your brain how English moves. Let us start again with a simple sentence. I went to the store. That sentence is small, but it is powerful. Now you slowly change it. You add time. I went to the store yesterday. You add a reason. I went to the store yesterday to buy some bread. You add context. I went to the store yesterday because we did not have any food at home. Already, your brain is learning how ideas connect. Now you change emotion. I had to go to the store again. That sentence sounds tired. I went to the store, but it was already closed. Now it sounds frustrated. Guess what? I went to the store and saw my old teacher. Now it sounds excited. Same base idea. Completely different feeling. Now you change grammar. I'm going to the store now. Present action. I've just been to the store. Recent past. If I had gone to the store earlier, I would not be hungry now. Conditional thinking. Now you change the subject. My sister went to the store. Nobody went to the store, so we ordered food online. What is happening here is very important. You are not learning English like a robot. You are creating language. Your brain learns how to move quickly. It learns how to add detail naturally. It learns how grammar works in real life, not in textbooks. This is how confident speakers are made. And now I want to end this episode with something personal. Many people think they cannot speak English because they are not smart enough or because they started too late. That is not true. The real problem is that they do not use their voice enough. Speaking is not knowledge. Speaking is a habit. So use your voice. Every day. Even for 5 minutes. Speak with mistakes. Speak with simple words. Speak even when you feel uncomfortable. That is how fluency grows. Keep speaking. Keep practicing. And never stop believing in yourself. Going deeper with the 4-3-2 technique. Now I want to slow down a bit and really explain why the 4-3-2 technique works so well, because this method changed the way I speak English, and I know it can change things for you too. At first, when people hear about this technique, they think it sounds too simple. Just talking about the same topic 3 times does not feel powerful. But the power is not in the idea itself. The power is in what happens inside your brain when you repeat the same message again and again under time pressure. Let me walk you through it again, but this time more deeply. First, you choose one small topic. Nothing complicated. Could be something that happened today. Could be a short story from your life. Could be something you watched or listened to. The topic does not matter as much as the process. Step 1 is speaking for 4 minutes. 4 full minutes. At this stage you speak slowly. You do not rush. You add details. You explain things clearly. You pause when you need to. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to stop and think. This first round is about getting the ideas out of your head. Your brain is searching for words. It is building sentences. It is choosing grammar. This feels difficult, and that is normal. This is where learning happens. Then you stop. You take a short break. Now comes step 2. You speak about the same topic again, but this time only for 3 minutes. Now something interesting happens. You already know what you want to say. You already told the story once. So your brain does not panic as much. You still say the same ideas, but now you must organize them better because you have less time. You naturally remove unnecessary words. Your sentences become clearer. You speak a little faster without forcing it. Then you stop again. Now comes step 3, the most powerful part. You speak for only 2 minutes. At this point, your brain already knows the path. The vocabulary is warm. The sentences are familiar. You do not need to think so much anymore. Your speech starts to flow. You sound smoother. You sound more confident. This is where fluency starts to appear. If you record all 3 versions and listen back, the difference is incredible. The final version almost always sounds stronger, clearer, and more natural. Not because you memorized anything, but because your brain learned through repetition and pressure. This technique teaches your brain how to say more with fewer words, and that is real fluency.